In this VR celestial tour, I will show you the winter constellations. The cold air of winter is crisp and clean, and the stars look particularly beautiful, don't you think? One of the features of the winter sky is the great number of bright stars. Let's take a walk out in the starry sky. First off is Orion. Orion is a legendary hunter from Greek mythology. This constellation is famous for the 3 stars that make up his belt. Can you find Orion? That's right! The stars that spread out in all 4 directions is Orion. Legend says that Orion was a great hunter. Even now, he's in the middle of hunting rabbits. It is said that Canis Major is Orion's hunting dog. I bet he was a very brave and happy hound. Orion was a very brave hunter, but he seems to have been a little violent. The gods created a scorpion to kill Orion. Orion tried to stamp on the scorpion, but the scorpion stung Orion and he died. Even as constellations, when Scorpio appears in the sky, Orion will hide behind the Earth's surface to escape him. I guess he learned his lesson. Another hunting dog appears in the winter sky. Here it is, Canis Minor. This little dog is the hound of the famous hunter Actaeon, and one day he went out with his master and the other dogs on a hunt. However, Actaeon unfortunately enraged a goddess who turned him into a deer, who was then chased by his own dogs. The hounds killed Actaeon. Only one of the dogs waited for Actaeon, and this hound was eventually lifted up into the heavens as a constellation. The star of Orion's right shoulder, Betelgeuse with Sirius of Canis Major and Procyon of Canis Minor. Connecting these 3 stars forms the famous winter triangle. This beautiful triangle can be seen in the winter sky. It should be pretty easy to spot. Taurus is slightly above Orion. Taurus has large horns, and on its shoulders is the famous Pleiades star cluster. The stars glittering together like that is really fantastic. I could stare at it forever. Taurus is a form of the omnipotent Zeus, according to the mythology. Zeus fell in love with a human woman called Europa and transformed into a bull so he could get close to her. He carried Europa across the sea. Later, he showed her his true form, and they got married. Zeus must have given Europa a real surprise. By the way, the continent which Zeus took her to is named after her, Europe. Let's look at the tip of one of Taurus's horns. The round constellation is Auriga. Auriga drives a chariot. It is said that a man named Erichthonius was a brave warrior who went into battle on a chariot. But for some reason, there are many pictures of the constellation where he is shown holding a small goat. I wonder what his true form is. There is a famous constellation next to Auriga. They are perhaps the most famous twins. That's right, it's Gemini. Their names are Castor and Pollux. Despite being twins, Castor was born a human and Pollux is a god. They were great friends until one day Castor was gravely injured and died. Zeus took pity on them for no longer being together, so he made them both half human and half divine. They became a constellation so they could be together forever, as these brothers light up the night sky. This is the end of the VR Celestial Tour. Did you enjoy the amazing stories about the shining stars in the sky? See you again soon.